क्रिकेट लीग के सिलसिले का आज का दूसरा मैच AMT और ज़मीन .com के दरमियान अब से थोड़ी देर बाद शुरू होगा। दोनों टीमों के कप्तान यहाँ पर मौजूद हैं। AMT के कप्तान बासित और ज़हीर हैं, ज़मीन .com के कप्तान, और अंपायर हजरात उनके टॉस कराएंगे। भी अंपायर हेड तलब किया है AMT के कप्तान ने।
इस हेड
और हेड ही आया है जी। क्या करेंगे? बैटिंग करेंगे। थोड़ा सा बताइएगा विकेट का बिहेवियर क्या देखते हैं?
एक तो सेकंड टाइम मैच है, दूसरा मेरे ख्याल से विकेट इतनी चेंज नहीं होगी सेकंड बारी में, तो हम वो यूटिलाइज करना चाहते हैं।
तो कितना स्कोर आप खड़ा करना चाहते हैं?
देखिए, ज़मीन के साथ हमारे वो मैचेस हो चुके हैं, तो वी नो देम एंड दे नो अस एज वेल, तो हम कोशिश करेंगे 170 180 तक।
तो बैटिंग स्ट्रेंथ आपकी कैसी है?
जिस बैटिंग स्ट्रेंथ या हमने हम खेलती ज़्यादातर बैटिंग
के साथ करती है। वेरी गुड लक।
थैंक यू।
तो क्या कहेंगे? लूजिंग द टॉस विल बी बेटर फॉर यू।
आज मेरे ख्याल से इतना मैटर नहीं करता टॉस, क्योंकि विकेट सेम बिहेव करेगी सभी दिन होगी, और हमारा भी प्लान नहीं था कि टॉस जीत के हम भी बॉलिंग ही करने का प्लान था, और फ़ायदा ही हो गया टॉस और भी, तो कोशिश करेंगे कि कम से कम स्कोर पर रिस्ट्रिक्ट करें।
तो कितना आप चाहेंगे कि वो स्कोर
अब विकेट अच्छी है, मेरे ख्याल से अगर 150 160 तक हम रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर लेते हैं तो
good luck for you. Thank you very much. Now we take you back for the studio for the cricket point. बैट्समैन बैट्समैन बासत बासत ते वकास बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। एक मरतबा फिर हम आपको अलीगढ़ क्रिकेट ग्राउंड से खुश आमदीद कहते हैं, जहाँ पर 6th एडिशन ऑफ प्रीमियर सुपर लीग के सिलसिले का आज का दूसरा मुकाबला यहाँ पर ज़मीन.com और AMT की टीमों के मबैन खेला जा रहा है। टॉस जीता आज AMT की टीम ने और पहले बैटिंग करने का फैसला किया। एक विकेट के नुकसान पर इस वक्त स्कोर है उनका 6 रन और एक खिलाड़ी आउट है। तीसरा ओवर ये इनिंग का इस वक्त जारी है और बॉल कर रहे हैं इस वक्त अफाक और उनका सामना करेंगे वकार। ड्राइव किया, एक्स्ट्रा कवर की जाने बड़ी तेज़ी के साथ उन्होंने एक रन कमल किया। 6 रन के साथ स्कोर पहुंचा 7 रन पर और एक खिलाड़ी आउट है। अब अब्दुल बासत जो कि बाएं हाथ से बैटिंग करते हैं सामना करेंगे पाक। आए बॉल की और इस मरतबा पहले शॉट एक्स्ट्रा कवर की जाने किसी रन का इजाफा किसके उधर ले गया। एक मरतबा फिर ऑफ स्टंप से बाहर जाती हुई बॉल और छोड़ दिया विकेट कीपर की जानिब। किसी रन का इजाफा नहीं। स्कोर इस वक्त है 6 रन और एक खिलाड़ी। दाएं हाथ से और over the top of the fielder he has played that stroke and the ball has crossed the boundary line over the ropes. So that's going to be 4 runs. First boundary of this match, and the batsman was Abdul Basit, who was a hitter on the ball, and it's the boundary. Score moves now to double figure on 10 for the loss of 1 wicket. Bassett, who got the first wicket in very first over of this beginning over of the match, and now Bassett once again facing
over the top of the fielder. He has played that stroke.
This time played it. That's a very good fielding on it, follow through by the fielder, but they made it too late to throw into the wicket keeper. The batsman was halfway down the wicket track. Apart from the football ground end to ball to a park, it turns his way down to the deep square leg and he just takes his in.
we have a bowling change coming on. Next delivery, the batsman played it all along the ground and wanted to get a single, but the ball went into the hands of the fielder at mid-off. Very good picking and throwing into the bowler. And here comes the next delivery. He turned it away, short past the short mid-wicket area, and this time he has taken the single. It's 14 now for the loss of 1 wicket in the 4th over. Faisal, who picked up the wicket in the very first over, and make a breakthrough for Zameen.com. It comes in and ball to the thick outside edge. The ball is running down to the deep third man. It must be, could be the boundary, but we have wait for the umpire signal. Either it is crossed or not, and he finally signaled that's going to be 4 runs. So 18 now for the loss of 1 wicket. Faisal. Next delivery, the batsman was Wakar, played it back to the bowler, and he picked up on his follow through, and there is no addition in the total. 18 for the loss of 1 wicket. Zameen.com after AMT won the toss. They are batting first, and Zameen.com they are bowling first here. And the early part of the game they picked up the first breakthrough when the score was on the 5 on the board. Faisal, and he bowls to Wakar. That's a takes on his pad. Loud appeal once again, disallowed by umpire. End of the over. So this over number which has completed now. It's 4 overs has just gone and 18 runs on the board. 18 for 1. Basit is not out on 10 and Wakar is not out on 5. Now Basit is left-hander facing up to the next delivery of the fresh over, which is bowling by a bowler from the football ground, and the next delivery the batsman played it into the steep mid wicket and he just completes a single, and score moves now to 19 now for the loss of 1 wicket. Here is the view of the spectators who are watching the proceeding of this match. Very lazy sunshine once again because there's a little bit of cool breeze moving around, and however the much better weather today for playing the cricket in this Aligarh cricket ground, Lahore. The score is 19 for the loss of 1 wicket. Car comes down the wicket and plays it all along the ground into the onside. Just takes a single. It's 19 now. We have changed the scoreboard here, which is we are showing that 18 for 1 still. But now 20 for the loss of 1 wicket. The next delivery that was officially, but the fielder was unwilling to capture that catch behind his front, so finally the catch has dropped. So 20 for the loss of 1 wicket, and Basit is the left-hander facing up to the next delivery of the bowler. The batsman guided that one down to the backward point area. The fielder is there, and once again there's no chance for any runs. Akmal is the bowler from the football ground, and once again getting ready to bowl to Basit. Comes in ball to Basit. He hits over the top of the long on area. That's going to be 6, and that's the first 6 of this match. It was well up to him, and he played it all along the ground into the long on area, and he picked up the 6 more runs. So score moves now to 26 for the loss of 1 wicket. And he bowls to Bassett, wants a single, scampers back to his feet because the ball was in the hands of the fielder. End of the over, so 5 overs has just completed. It's 26 for the loss of 1 wicket by AMT. Zameen.com bowlers, now they are looking quite under pressure at this stage. At one stage they lost, they picked up early wicket. When the score was 5, the batsman was out. Both picked up 20. Both added 21 runs for the second wicket. Wakar will be facing up to the next delivery of Akmal. Has bowled 1 over and given away 8 runs. The next delivery of the fresh over, flashed one. I played it into the long on. The fielder is there and he picks the ball, throws it into the bowler end. The batsman takes a single. It's 27 now for the loss of 1 wicket. Now Bassett is looking in very good form. Here he goes and bowls to Bassett off stump and well fielded by the fielder at short extra cover. He suddenly saves 1 or 2 runs. Dived on his left side with one hand and stopped the boundary. Once again, the batsman played it hard and high, and that's going to be into the deep extra cover. The fieldsman chasing that ball, and he picked the ball, throws it into the bowler end, and the batsman picked up 2 more runs. So 29 now for the loss of 1 wicket, and Bassett rapidly goes into the 19 now. That's a good delivery, better one, and the batsman was too mind to play that stroke into the offside and beaten. Sattar is the bowler once again, left arm to bowl to Bassett. He played it back to the bowlers, nicely picked up by Sattar on his follow through. No addition in the total, which is 29 for the loss of 1 wicket. Here he goes and bowls to Bassett. That's going to be stumping chance. It's not outsized by umpire. His feet was on the crease, so no damage done. Score remained, it's 29 for the loss of 1 wicket. And that's he played it quite early. Back to the bowlers, picked up nicely on his follow through. No runs again. 29 for the loss of 1 wicket in the 7th over's progress. Akmal, right arm, comes down the wicket, lifted magnificently over the long on. That's going to be, it's 1 for 6 now. 35 for the loss of 1 wicket.
And 29 for the loss of 1
This was
wicket.
Aligarh, who was a hitter on the ball. Once again facing up to Akmal. Driven but back to the bowlers, picked up on his follow through. There's no addition in the total, which is 35 for the loss of 1 wicket. Here he's gone. And balls to the next delivery. That's a good delivery, and that was punches hard into the ground, but misusing the line of the ball. That was a spectacular one. The ball went into the hands of the wicket keeper, who captured very well. Here comes the next delivery. He turns it away past his square leg, and he takes another single. It's 36 now for the loss of 1 wicket. AMT skipper Basit, who won the toss and decided to bat first. He is the left-hander. He's batting quite comfortably, facing up to the Akmal. He comes in and ball to Basit. He tried to swing it around and ball left on his pad. Finally, he gets a single. It's leg by Sons. So 7 overs gone, 37 for the loss of 1 wicket. Start will be continuing from the Quillen end, and Basit is facing up to him. Basit is started on 20 in 11 balls, and this is the 8th overs now starting now. Sattar, left arm and ball to Basit, and left a fluent drive. This ball could be caught. Yes, he's gone. Caught at long off, and that was overpitched, a flighted one, and he drives that one, but unvain over the top of the boundary line, and the ball went straight into the fielder at long off area. He didn't mistake and picked up a nicely catch, and that's the end of the skipper innings. Basit has gone back into the Union. He made 20 runs. The batsman played it into the long off, and that's going to be second, and as can be turned. Both the batsmen takes 2 more runs. Good running between the wickets. It's 39 now for the loss of 2 wickets. Eighth over.
अच्छा यार बोल अच्छा चल तू आ गया तो अभी वहाँ से ठहर के
Eight over का 8 over. Total. 8 overs and 42 runs. Next delivery, the batsman drives through the deep exit cover region, and the batsman takes a single. Car is settled on 15, 16 now, but she has single, and 43 for 2. Next delivery, played it back to the bowlers and nicely picked up on his follow through. No addition in the total, which is 43 for the loss of 2 wickets. 15 to Wakar and 5 to Aligarh. Akmal, and he bowls to the next delivery. Wakar drives, there will be 2 and wanted for second, but he will have to go back because the fielder runs quite quickly from his position and throws it into the wicket keeper, and both the batsmen could manage 1 more run. It's 44 for the loss of 2 wickets. That's a better one, which is pitching outside the stump. That was turned quite sharply of Akmal once again, reaching the top of his mark. 5 fielder on the offside, 4 on the on. Keeper behind the stump, and Ekant Satar from the wickets stayed before small ground and actually the batsman played all along the ground. Will be a couple of runs and here comes return and he just takes 2 more once again. It's a 46 now for the loss of 2 wickets.
On मेरी glasses.
Rather played it into the long on and he just takes a single this time. Go to end of the over number 9 overs has just completed. Full toss and drives, that's good before, and the ball has crossed the boundary line. It's a 50 up now, 51 for the loss of 3 wickets. 2 wickets now. Ali Raza, who was a hitter on the ball, played it very stylishly, full toss and drives into the deep extra cover region for boundary. It moves now to 12, double figure. Star once again to bowl to the batsman. Guided away down to the backward point. There's a chance for a run out, but umpire says not out that was because the batsman was well in home. Running down to the short third man. It's 52 for 2. Aligarh and Ali Raza, they both are in the middle. After the dismissal of Abdul Basit, he just made 20. He was playing so well, but he was out for 20. Here comes once again. Short and lays back, cuts that one down to the cover point area. And he just takes a single, but it was a fantastic driven off the back foot. Fielder did well there. 54-2. Wakar is now to run 70. Facing up to the next delivery. Drives. That's a big 6 over the deep long on, and that's a magnificent stroke once again. He played all along the ground and picked up the boundary. 60 for the loss of 2 wickets. This was a flight one up and he played it beautifully. Full fledged off the bat and over the long on he hits the boundary. Here's the next review of the back foot and once again the batsman wanted to get a single but stayed into the short extra cover region. There's no addition in the total, which is 60 for the loss of 2 wickets. So meanwhile, the batsman hits down to the deep whitish mid-on and picked up another boundary. Now here, 64 for 2, and look at that action replay of that stroke the batsman played it into the deep whitish mid-on. That's the full toss, drives, and once again in the similar area, this time the fielder was there, and he picked the ball forward into the bowler then, just a single. It's a 65 now for the loss of 2 wickets. Ali Raza now facing up to the next review. Drive full-fledged off the bat, that should be 4, and the ball has crossed the boundary line. That's a magnificent stroke. Once again the batsman played it all along the grounds, and he picked up another boundary. 69 for the loss of 2 wickets. This is the 11th over in operation. Ali Raza and Waqar, they both are in the middle. Next delivery, once again he comes down the wicket, and there will be 4 once again into the gap. 2 consecutive boundary hit by this man into the offside, and he is looking quite ominous at this stage for the opponents. Opening the shoulder and looking quite aggressive. Score moves now to, it's a 70 now for the loss of 2 wickets. And this time he played it quite comfortably into the deep mid wicket. Must be 2 runs, and has come return into the bowler end, and the batsman is well in home, and 2 more. Fine running between the wicket between these two, and score moves now to 76 for 2. Waqar is not out on 28 and 25 to Ali Raza. 11 overs has just completed.
वो इंतजार कर रहा है आपका बात नहीं है क्या होगा
Bowled 1 overs and conceded 7 runs. The batsman drives through the long on area, and he just takes another single. 77 for 2. We are in the 12th over in progress. Here goes Faisal once again, reaching the top of his mark. He comes in, flights one up, and that's for a late cut down to the short third man. And the batsman takes another single. It's a 78 now for 2. Waqar is 29, and Ali Raza is now on 26. Faisal, this time the batsman drives all along the grounds into the long on area. Another single. 79 for 2. Ali Raza is 26, and Sayyid Waqar is not on 30. This time he played it into the offside. He just takes another single. 31, but it's 81 for 2 and 31 to Sayyid Waqar. Another single to deep mid wicket. It's 82 now for the loss of 2 wickets. Driven up and back to the bowlers, picked up on his follow through. No addition in the total, which is 81 for 2, end of the 12th over. Was about to commence, and we have bowling change here, and it's I would like to give the name of that bowler after a short while. So anyhow, he is bowling to Par, and batsman played it into the onside, and he takes a single. We have waited for the last signal. It's a bye, check bias. 81 for the loss of 2 wickets. The second wicket was fell, 37, and both added 43 valuable runs for the third wicket partnership. Aligarh once again, this is going to be out. Yes, he's gone. He tried to sweep it around, but the ball top edge of his bat and straight into the wicket-keeper's hand, and he takes that easy catch that was, and he is out. So I think it's Ali Raza. What do you think? Wakar is gone. Wakar is the man who has gone back into the pavilion. Wakar made 31 runs. In. He cuts down to the short third man, and he takes a single. Now Ali Raza facing up to the next player. This is Ali Raza who has lost his wicket. Look at that, another delivery. Comes down the wicket, and he played it beautifully, square of the wickets down to the deep backward square leg. Nice flick and off the toes, and played it square of the wickets into the own side. And he takes a very, very vital boundary at this stage. Turned it way down to the deep square leg. Another single. It's 80 8 now for the loss of 3 wickets. Sipra is the bowler, done 1 for 6. Wakar is still there, it's not at 36. Aligarh are just out for. And the next delivery pulled that one down to the deep mid wicket. A fine fielding, and he dived on his right side, stopped the ball nearing to the boundary line. 89 now for the loss of 3 wickets.
बुखारी का 36 है 30 गेंदों पे.
Delivery, he played it, then transfer a catch, but the ball stuck on his hand down to the deep mid wicket, and umpire has given the signal for 6 more runs, and score rapidly goes into the 96 for the loss of 3 wickets. This was a short delivery, and he played it on the back foot and picked up 6 more runs. Faisal is the bowler once again. The batsman this time played it down to the deep square leg. Another single. 97 for the loss of 1 wicket. 3 wickets down, it's 97. Off the back foot and played it magnificently down to the deep cover point. The fieldman can't cut it off, and the ball has crossed the ropes for 4 runs. That's 100 up now, 101 for the loss of 3 wickets by AMT. Ali Butt, who was a hitter on the ball, nicely square cut. He played all along the ground. So once again, Ali ball to Butt, and that's why the outside the off stump. They're trying to big hit into the offside, excusing the line of the ball, went into the hands of the wicket keeper, and there's no addition in the total, which is 101 for the loss of 3 wickets. Once again, the batsman tried to dribble that one, ball got went into the short third man. Likewise, it's 102 now for the loss of 3 wickets, and off the over number 40. Beautifully over the rightish mid wicket and picked up the boundary. 105 now for the loss of 1 wicket, and Ali Butt is looking in good form today. 2 consecutive boundary he hits that one in the previous over, more in the to the widest mid wicket Faisal. He's not at the net, facing up to the next delivery of the bowler. The batsman takes a single, played into the short extra cover. 15th overs in progress. Sipra once again, right arm. There's a chance for a catch. The fieldsman getting under it, and he takes a very simple catch at deep mid wicket, and that's the end of the innings of the batsman who has come back into the pavilion. The play of the dismissal. Waqar is the man who has gone back into the pavilion. He made 42. Very soft dismissal. However, he played very well. 42 runs he made. Relays into the long ball. Waqar made 42, Pasif scores 20, Aligarh 36. Here's the next delivery. The batsman played it into the deep mid wicket, and he gets another single. Another single is 102 now, for the loss of 4 wickets. Ali but 107. Ali Bhatt is not out on 11, 107 for 4. This is the 15th overs. Our Kambar Bashir is the new man in. Off the back foot, played it beautifully. There's no chance for the fielder. The ball has crossed the boundary line just like a bullet that he played that stroke. And 111 now for the loss of 4 wickets. Well up to him, and he played it off the back foot and punch right into the deep extra coverage and picked up another boundary. 111 for 4. Kambar Bashir. Under round 6. Next delivery once again in the similar fashion, but this time the batsman could not get the 4 run because the fielder was there and he stopped the ball nearing to the boundary line. Just a single. 115 for the loss of 4 wickets. Next delivery, and the batsman played it into the long on area. The widest mid on, he just gets a single. 116 now for the loss of 4 wickets. That could be caught. Yes, he's gone. Skipper takes the catch quite comfortably. It's a Zohaib. He was fielding at shortest cover. Very soft dismissal, and that's the end of the fifth batsman who was just out. It's Kanwar Bashir, out for 7.
चना चाट
इसको जब तक आप पंपिंग को नहीं दोगे ये बैट से वो नहीं करेगा
चना चाट
यार तुम लोग मेरे दोस्त नहीं हो यार ये तुम लोग कैसे बंदे हो यार थोड़ा बता देते मैं
इसको क्या ये तो हो गया इसका 36 का बस मैं टाइम मिल गया था खेलने का इसमें टाइम नहीं था उसके ऊपर से निकाल दी
Umar Focus, there is a chance for a run out, and he is out. He has gone back into the pavilion. That the umpire has raised his finger and given him the out, so the 6th wicket down. Umar Focus, who was a new man in, out without scoring.
किसी को बताएगा तो शर्म भी नहीं आ रही कि तू रन आउट हुआ
116 for 6. This is the 16th overs. Just 2 overs remaining after this. This will be the 18th overs game. Saad is the new batsman. Ali Butt is not out on 13, facing up to the Akmal. He has taken so far 1 wicket for 27. Has bowled 2 overs so far. This is third one. Next delivery over pitch and drive to the long on. Batsman takes a quite comfortable single. 118 now for the loss of 6 wickets. 117 for 6. End of the 16th over. 2 overs are just remaining. Has become bright sunny afternoon session. The play of this second match of this tournament is going underway between the Zameen.com and AMT. AMT won the toss and decided to bat first. Next delivery, tuck out the side edge, and the batsman takes a comfortable single. Played it into the short third man. It's one more, 118 now for the loss of 6 wickets. 17th overs has started. This is the first delivery of the 17th over, which has delivered. The batsman takes a single. Here comes Sipra, and he falls to the new batsman Saad. Created beautifully, and he must be the boundary down to the deep extra cover. He has opened his account. Score moves now to 122 for the loss of 6 wickets. Saad Najam is off the mark. He's not out on 4. Facing up to Bassel Sipra, bowling from the football ground. And next delivery drive through the long off. The batsman ambled across for a single. 123 for 6.
मेरा बैट नहीं था ब्रो अब तुम जितने बैट आ गया उसके बाद उसको हौसला भी आ गया कि मैं चला जाऊंगा.
There he goes, and he goes to the next delivery to Ali, but he drives. That's going to be 6, and the ball hits into the tree, and that's going to be 6 more runs. 129 for the loss of 6 wickets. Ali Bhatt hit his first 6 of his innings. He moves now to. And now look at that action replay. He hits the boundary. This time he played it over the top of the bowler, and it must be 2 more runs, and that's a good running between these two. 131 for 6, and Ali Bhatt moves now to 27. Sipra once again, right arm, and he bowls to Ali and drives officially. There's a chance of that's a spectacular hit over deep cover point, and that's a magnificent stroke once again. And this is the second 6 of his innings. Hit quite firmly. He moves now to 33. And score is 137 for 6. Very vital role for his team, hitting a number of 6s in the previous over. However, the Saad Najam is taking the strike now, the last over, which is bowling by Sipra from the fill-in. Sipra has bowled 2 overs, I think, and he has given away 34 runs and 2 wickets. And the next delivery, drive into the short extra cover. Another single, 138 for the loss of 6 wickets. Ali Bhatt has a chance to hit a number of boundaries in this 5 deliveries. Here he goes, and ball full toss, drives, that's going to be boundary, yes, and the ball has crossed the boundary line. The ball hits into the boundary line. Is a fielder, but it was a child who has stopped the ball, and score is now 142 now for the loss of 6 wickets. Last over coming up, just 4 deliveries remaining. White ball by umpire, and Ali Bhatt, he is not out on 38. he has still a chance to complete his 50 because 3 deliveries in 10. Next delivery, there's cuts that one down to the short third man, and he picks up the single. And he's going back for the second, and finally he takes. Good running between the wickets once again. 151 now, 150 up, and that's 151 for 6. Ali Bhatt is not out on 40. That's this time beaten outside the off stump. 151 for 6. Just one delivery is left now. Sohail Nabi, who is the captain of Zameen.com. There he comes in and he balls to the next delivery. The batsman will get second. He would like to take the second one. There has come return and must be gone. Yes, he's out. So 152 for 6 in 18 overs game by AMT, and they have given the target to opponents to 153 runs to win this match, and Ali is not out. Ali is out for 41 run out, unfortunately, in the last over, but he played a magnificent role for his team and piled up a good total. So 153 runs to chase the target of Zameen.com. They have also very strong side. All the fielders are coming back into the pavilion. 2 batsmen, they are also coming back into the pavilion. Very short while, we will once again come back for the running commentary of this innings of Zameen.com. फॉर्म की इनिंग्स का आगाज़ और पहली बॉल जिसको स्क्वेयरिश एक्स्ट्रा कवर की जानिब खेले बैट्समैन, किसी रन का इजाफा नहीं। 153 रन का हदफ दिया AMT की टीम ने ज़मीन.com को। सुहेब नबी जो कि कप्तान है ज़मीन.com के, ओपन करने के लिए आए हैं अलॉन्ग विद फैसल। और काफ़ी अग्रेसिव मूड में दिखाई दिए और पहली ही बॉल पर उन्होंने, दूसरी बॉल पर गालबन उन्होंने चौका लगाया ओवर डीप कवर पॉइंट की जानिब और 4 रन हासिल किए। Four for no loss. 153 runs has to chase. Suhaib Nabi once again facing up to the next delivery of Parvez, short and lifted in and played it into the offside. Five fielder offside and 4 on the onside. Zuhair once again facing up to Parvez from the football ground end and top edge, and the ball has been crossing the boundary line very rapidly down to the deep third man area. So score moves now to 8. 8 for no wicket. 153 runs has to chase in 18 overs game. Once again, he comes and ball to Zahid. Short, and that's pulled magnificently. Once again, there's no chance for the fielder, and that's the ball has crossed the boundary line. That's another boundary. Nice footwork. He used behind the stroke and pulled magnificently over the deep square leg area, picking up another boundary. It's 12 for no wicket. Hey, looking quite aggressive in the very first over. Wasting up to Pervez. Right arm drives through the short extra cover this time, but fielder fielded well there and stopped the ball, and it throws it into the wicket keeper end. End of the overs, the first over gone. It's 12 for no wicket. Zameen.com. Pasha Basil. Kamwar Bashir. So it's Kamwar Bashir is bowling his first over, and the man is facing to him. It's Faisal. He has to yet to get off the mark. Facing up to Kamwar, comes in and bowls to the next delivery. The batsman played it all along the grounds into the offside. Zohaib, who was at the non-striker end, wanted to get a single. He was half down the wicket track, but at the last moment, Faisal sent him back to the speed. Because the fielder was there. So 12 for no wicket. Here comes Kamwar, right arm up to the wickets, and that's hitting outside the off stump. The batsman tried to hitting around, but the ball went into the hands of the wicket keeper. No runs again. 12 for no wicket. Keeper standing mat is the first slip. Deep third man. Cover point, extra cover. Cover mid off is offside, and in the square leg umpire, and widest mid on and backward square leg, which is onside. Here comes Kamwar once again, and he goes to the next debut to Faisal outside the off stump. Once again beaten comprehensively. The ball went into the hands of the wicket keeper. There is no addition in the total. 153 runs to score in 18 over stipulated game. 2 over has been less due to the lights condition factor. Here comes Kamwar from the Quillenai. Right arm to the wicket, and ball to Faisal. Comes off the back foot, wanted to get a single, and he has come return into the non-striker end, and finally he survived. Perhaps the ball could not hit into the stump, and he is well in home. So score moves now to 13. It was a very, very risky single. He just played it into the offside, and Zohaib was very ominous to go in the other end, and finally he reached the home. So score moves now to 13 now for the loss of 1 wicket. Zohaib taking the guard from umpire. Not out on 12. He hits 3 boundaries in the previous over. Here is Kamwar and ball to Zohaib, drives perfectly but straight into the fielder at short extra cover. No runs again. Very defensive field has been taken inside the circle. 5 feet in the offside and 4 in the on. Here comes Kamwar, ball to Zohaib. Short and that on the leg side. Umpire called a wide. So 2 more, one in the shape of Bice. So 16 for no wicket. Faisal this time facing up to Kamwar. This time he turned it around past the square leg, and this time fielder was there. In the second attempt he's field there and throws it into the wicket keeper, and once again there is no run. So score remained, it's 14. It's 16 for no loss. End of the over number 2. The average is exactly 8 runs per over. But they have to make 153 runs to win this game. Now, once again remind you, AMT won the toss, decided to bat first. They scored 152 in stipulated 18 overs game. The top scorer was Waqar, 43. And Ali Bhatt made 41, Abdul Basit 20, and Ali Raza just made 27. Rizan took 2, Bilal and Faisal and Nadeem took 1 wicket each. So Zohaib now going to be facing up to the next review of the fresh over. Drives, what a magnificent fielding, excellent fielding display by this man at short extra cover. Certainly this was a 4 which he saved there at that position, and score remained at 16 for no wicket. And Pervez is the bowler from the football ground end. Zohaib is not out on 12 with 3 fours, and he comes in now, ball to Zohaib off the back foot, punch into the back foot point area, and the fielder was there. Again, there's no runs again. 16 for the loss of no wicket. This is over number 3rd in progress. Excellent condition for weather. The sun has been moving around, and excellent weather for playing the cricket activities in Lahore. Next delivery of Pervez over the top of the bowler. That's going to be 4 runs, and the ball struck into the side screen there. 1 bounce, and the batsman hits another boundary. So it's 20 now for the loss of no wicket, and this is the 4th boundary of the innings of Zohaib Nabi. Pervez is bowling his 2nd over. None for 16. Comes in, ball to Zohaib. Drives this time straight into the fielder once again. It's very alert fielder that was. Very active and little man, but he's excellent fielder there on the ground. 20 for no wicket. And Zohaib is batting quite aggressively. All the boundary he has hit. Not out on 16 in the shape of 4 runs. Facing up to Pervez, right arm, and balls to this one to bottom edge, and the ball has crossed the boundary line. That's another boundary. This was a little short offside outcome. We're trying to scare cut, but unmained, the ball gets the bottom edge of his bat and runs down to the deep 3rd man region, and he picked up another boundary. This is the score moves now to 24, and Zohaib is not out on 20. 5 boundary he has hit so far. Just faced 12 deliveries, facing up to Pervez. None for 20 in the 2nd overs. Comes in and balls to Zohaib, and that's over the top of the cover point area, and that's going to be another 6. Excellent batting displaying by this man, and he's really playing the role of as a captain. Not out on 26 now, and score is 30 for no wicket. And Zameen.com, they are commanding position after the bisky start from both the opener, particularly Zohaib Nabi. He is not out on 26 with the hitting of 5 fours and 1 6. Such a fabulous class batting which is continuing from him. And AMT fielders and their bowlers, they are under pressure. Now Faisal facing up to Kanwar Bashir has bowled 1 over, conceded 4 runs, and no wicket has taken so far. Here he goes from the pulling end. Ball to Faisal, and Faisal hits hard and high, and there's a chance for a catch, and that's the dismissal of the innings of Faisal. At widest Medan, the fielder took the catch, and finally the first wicket down of Zameen.com. Faisal has gone back into the pavilion, and 26 for the loss of 30 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Aslan.
Absolutely. 152 runs scored by AMT in stipulated 18 overs. But still they have managed by Zameen.com 31 for 1. Next delivery, that's a right foot stroke. Wonderful hitting down to the cover point area. There's no fielder was there. The ball rapidly moved into the rows for 4 runs. It's the first boundary of his bat is off the mark for 4. It's 35 for the loss of 1 wicket. Outside the off stump, and once again this was a good delivery, pitching outside the off stump, and this time he's beaten. No runs again. It's 35 for the loss of 1 wicket. Chambers has taken 1 wicket so far in this over. He is go, balls to next delivery, comes off the back foot, right played behind the line of the ball, pushes into the offside. And there's no addition in the total, which is 35 for 1. It's a bright sunny morning today, throughout the day.
लाइव चल रहा है बाटा का फोन है कह रहा लाइव नहीं आ रहा कह रहा मुझे लिंक भेज कॉल तो बंद कर दिया
35 for 1.
मुझे लिंक भेज दें दोबारा से
Here he goes and balls to addition in the total, which is 35 for the loss of 1 wicket. On the other hand, this is Zahir Nabi. He is now out on 26 at the non-striker, and the white ball call must be that declared by the umpire, expanded both the hands and declared a wide. So it's 31. Score moves now to 36 now for the loss of 1 wicket. Forward Bashir once again. The batsman made the room himself, guided away down to the backward point area. There's no addition in the total. End of the 4 overs completed just now. It's 36 for the loss of 1 wicket. AMT and Zameen.com, they both are playing each other in this second match of the day of 6th edition of Premier Super Corporate Cricket League, which is playing here in the Aligarh cricket ground. In the first match, Netsol got a victory against DD Expert by 11 runs. new over is starting now, and this time Zohaib. He's looking tremendous form today. Has hit 5 fours and 1 6 so far. It's not out on 26, facing up to the next delivery. Oh, that's a good delivery. That's moved away. There's no answer for Zohaib to play that stroke, and that is very, very lucky that his bat, the ball didn't get a touch of his bat. 36 for the loss of 1 wicket. Wakar is the bowler. Nice out swinging. The previous delivery comes in Wakar, and oh, that's a cotton ball. That was really, really good chance for the bowler, but unvain. Wakar was the highest scorer. He played very fine knock, 43. Once again, he comes in and the ball to the batsman, played it all along the ground in the backward point area and picked up a single. Shahid Sadi is not out on 5, while Zohaib Nabi now facing up to the next delivery, not out on 27. Facing up to, comes down the wicket, lifted hard and high over the top of the fielder into the deep extra cover region, and that's going to be another boundary. This is the 6th boundary of the innings of Zohaib Nabi. He rapidly moves into 31. 6, 4 and 1 6 so far. Quite elegant looking stroke. He's playing all along the grounds. Pressing up to Wakar. Once again, comes down the wicket. Let it hard into the ground, into the long on area. And Zohaib takes another single. This moves now to 32. It's a 42 for the loss of 1 wicket. Wakar, and the chance for caught. Now it's over the top of the fielder down to the deep extra cover. That's the first boundary of Shahid Sadi. He's not out on 9 and 47 for the loss of 1 wicket. Zameen.com, they have required another 106 runs to win this match, and there's a plenty of overs in hand. They're 13 overs they will have to face now. We have a very good chance to win this competition against AMT. आपको किसने कह रहे नहीं नहीं वो पिछले लिंक को नहीं Aligarh has been brought back into the attack. The first delivery, and he played it all along the ground into the deep extra cover. Takes another single. It's 48 for 1. Aligarh is the right arm leg spinner. Ball to the batsman tried to hits over the mid-off, missed the ball and line of the ball. Another one, that's a good delivery, but umpire declared a wide. Did about a turn, but too wide. So one more, it's 49 for 1. 6th overs in progress. Ali once again, and he bowls to Shahzadi, and he cuts that one down to the backward point, and that's going to be 4 runs. Umpire has signaling for the 4 more. So 50 up now, 53 for the loss of 1 wicket by Zameen.com. Exactly 100 runs required now. Shahzadi facing up to Ali Raza.
खाओ भाई ताज़ा खाओ
Ali once again. Ball to Jad off the back foot, and the ball is going over the extra cover region. There was no fielder there, and he took a full advantage, played it secure of the wickets, and gets another boundary. 57 for 1. This is the second boundary of Charles Sadler. He's not out on 17, and 33 not out by Zohaib Nabi. 37 runs partnership for the second wicket. Is continuing once again. This time he played it to secure of the wicket into the short third man, and there's no runs again. End of the 6th over. It's 57 for the loss of 1 wicket by Zameen.com. Wakar will be continuing, and he is now bowling to Zahir Nabi. Comes in, ball to Nabi, and he drives a square of the wickets all along the ground, straight down the ground, and he hits 4 more runs. Again comes down the wicket and played it into the offside and takes a comfortable single. 62 for the loss of 1 wicket. Ball to Jad, over pitch, and he chance for a catch. The fieldsman getting under it. No, it's could not take the catch, and he takes just a single. The direct hit from the fielder into the stump, and the overthrow runs 2 more. It's 63 now for the loss of 1 wicket. However, it's a fine return from the fielder, and on the boundary line, the ball, after ricocheting into the stump, went into the short mid wicket, but a lot of opportunity to get another single. So 2 more. It's a 64 for the loss of 1 wicket. Chart facing up to the next delivery. Wakar, that top edge, and that batsman takes a single quite comfortably into the short third man. 65 now for the loss of 1 wicket. 40 runs added for the second wicket partnership. Now Zaheb, he is not out on 34. That's a cotton ball. That's a very fine dismissal. And Zaheb, who was to mind, play that stroke and straight into the bowlers. He picked up nicely on his follow through, and that's the end of the innings of Zaheb. He was playing quite well, hitting number of 4, 7, and 1 6 out for 38. He faced just 21 deliveries with the help of 7 boundaries and 1 6. And Syed Waqar picked up a fine wicket of his second over. Very important breakthrough for AMT. It's 65 for the loss of 2 wickets. "35 runs partnership has come to an end." Skipper goes back into the field.
ਉਹ ਦਰਅਸਲ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੱਜੀ ਉਹ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਵੱਢਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਆ ਨਾ ਤੇ ਬੱਜੀ ਹੈ ਸਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਨਾ ਕਿਤੇ ਚੀਜ਼ ਤੇ ਹੱਥ ਪਾਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਹੱਥ ਪਾਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਦੇਖੀ ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਮੇਰਾ ਨਿਕਲਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਗਰ ਤੇ ਇਧਰ ਨੂੰ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਕੌਣ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਬਾਤ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਮੈਂ ਬੜਾ ਜੋਰ ਲਾਉਂਦਾ ਦਿਮਾਗ
Waqar has bowled 2 overs and conceded 19 runs. Now Nadeem Akmal. And the next delivery, he hits over the deep extra cover, the fieldman getting under it. He's fielded there and throws it into the bowler's end. Nadeem Akmal is the new batsman in. Another one. That's a spectacular catch. Absolutely magnificent. He dived on his left side and picked up a beautiful catch and just two-handed it. And finally the end of the third wicket drawn by Asjar Zadi, who was playing very well, out for 22. Cotton ball by Ali Raza. So 67 for the loss of 2 wickets. Now 3 wickets has drawn and Asjad Zadi has gone back into the pavilion. Cotton ball by Ali Raza, and a very difficult catch that was, but he fielded well and picked up a diving catch on his left, and that's the end of the innings of Asjad. 67 for the loss of 3 wickets, and this is the 8th overs in progress. Zai is bowling his second over, 1 for 12. He's a right armer. "67 for 3. At one stage was 36 for no load for 1. And so after the dismissal of Zohaib, Nabi skipper and Asjad, AMT they broken the partnership, very important one. Now once again coming back into the game. Here comes Ali Raza and he bowls to the next delivery outside the off stump, and batsman trying to hitting down but misusing the line of the ball. The ball went into the hands of the wicket keeper. Here is Raza once again, right arm off the back foot, played it square of the wickets into the offside, and he just takes another single. 67 for 3, and this is the 8th over in progress. Ali Raza once again off the back foot, and the batsman punches around down to the deep extra cover and he gets another single. 68 or 69 for the loss of 3 wickets. Raza Khan is the new batsman in. Raza Khan नाम होगा इसका, Aligarh Khan लिखा हुआ. So Waqar, who has bowled 2 overs, 19 runs and taken 1 wicket, will be to continuing from the football ground end. Nadeem Akmal is not out on 1, and Khan is not out on 1 once again. Waqar, that's a good delivery outside the off stump. The ball ricocheting the hands of the wicket keeper, looking quite pain on his left hand. It was a good delivery and moved away into the left-hander, and the batsman was very keen to play that stroke into the offside. Beaten, and the ball went into the hands of the wicket keeper. Waqar once again racing in now, and that's stylishly played into the deep cover, and he picked up another single. Khan is not out on 2. It's Nadeem Akmal is not out on 2 and Khan is not out on 1. He's the right-hander taking the guard from umpire. Here he goes to bowl to Khan. This time he played it into the short fine leg, and the batsman takes a single. Nadeem Akmal is not out on 2, and Khan is not out on 2. Score is 71 for the loss of 3 wickets, and this is the ninth overs. Once again, Zameen.com, they are looking now into the under pressure after dismissal of 3 wickets. In the next delivery, Akmal played it into the short third man, and he gets another single. Nadeem is not out on 3, 72 for 3 by Zameen.com. Now the sun has been disappearing now. There's a lot of sun light here, but still good condition for the lights, which is quite well. Once again, the batsman played it into the deep fightish mid-on area. The batsman takes a single. It's a 73 now for the loss of 3. Both the batsmen are in 3 figures. Yeah, 3 from 3 not out. Nadeem Akmal and Khan. Waqar in the game. Ball to Nadeem. That's played it beautifully down to the third man, top edge, and the ball has crossed the rope for 4 runs. That's the first boundary of Nadeem Akmal. He's not out on 7, and score is 77 for the loss of 3 wickets by virtue of the boundary. End of the over number 9. And once again facing up to the next delivery of the fresh over. Pulled and pulled well. The fieldman can't cut it off. The bowlman has crossed the row for 4 runs. Short quick delivery that was, and he pulled very well. Excellent footwork he used behind the stroke, and the ball has rapidly moves into the boundary line for 4 runs. It's 84 now for the loss of 3 wickets. Khan moves on to 5. This is the first boundary of his innings. The light condition once again improving after the sun comes out. Next delivery, the batsman played it into the long on. Another single. It's 85 for the loss of 3 wickets. Off the back foot and punch well. Fielders was there and he stopped the ball nearing to the boundary line. Dived on his right side. Another two. It's we have scoreboard is showing is 80. However, it's not 80. It's over to 83 or 84 runs. They have lost 2 wickets so far. Next delivery, that's a magnificent hit over deep mid wicket by Nadeem Akmal this time. And another boundary. Scoreboard at the moment is not showing the number of scores at this stage. However, we will declare when the scoreboard will display in the screen. However, it's playing a very fine innings by Umar Khan. Short and he punched down to the deep extra cover. Another single. '89 for 3 and Ali Raza once again. Upishly there's a chance for a catch, but can't cut it off by the fielder. The batsman take one. They're coming back for a third now. It's a 92. It's a 90 for the loss of 3 wickets now after the 3 runs. This is the 11th overs in progress. 93 for 3. 11th overs and 16 to Nadeem Akmal and 10 to Arkan. End of the over number 11, just 7 overs remaining and 57 runs required. Their average is 8.10. 96 for 3. There and the batsman takes another single. 97 for loss of 3 wickets. Now man who is looking very fine form, Nadeem Akmal. Ali Raza is the bowler. On the pillion end, and that's a better delivery, pitching outside the leg stump. The batsman played it into the offside. That's another single. 97 now. 98 for the loss of 3 wickets. 98 for 3. This is the 12th over. Raza comes in and bowled to Khan, and this time he played it beautifully into the long off. That's another boundary. So 100 up now. 102 for the loss of 3 wickets. Khan strokes played it into the offside. He moves into the double figure. Another delivery which is well plucked by wicketkeeper behind the stump. Raza once again. Ball to Khan. That's over the top of the fielder. This will be another boundary down to the deep extra cover region this time. 2 fours in this over hit by Khan. 106 for the loss of 3 wickets. Both the batsmen are well settled now after the dismissal of 2 very vital wickets. One of skipper Zohaib and another one is Charles Sadi. Both added 45 runs for the second wicket partnership. And not out on 18, while Arfan is looking quite aggressive, not out on 21. Now Nadeem Akbal facing up to the next delivery. 6 overs remaining now, and 39 runs required, which is not a difficult task at this stage. The plenty of wickets in hand of Zameen.com, and they are commanding position, I would like to say that.
लेकिन ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬਰਬਾਦ ਕਰਦੇ हैं लेकिन फर्क करते हैं ये भी चाहिए सारा इक्वल चाहिए
Overs and given away 26 runs. Cricketless bowlers. He is now coming back into the attack to played it square of the wickets back to the bowlers. Good delivery, attacking into the left-hander, and he played it very sharply back to the bowlers, and there is no addition in that total. This is the third over of his spell. None for 26 by Pervez. And now Nadeem Akmal is not out on 18, facing up to Pervez from the football ground end. Right arm over the wickets and full toss, kept a little low, and the batsman played it on his mind, running down to the deep third man. There must be the boundary, another 4. The fielder who came quite quickly from the deep third man came a little slow, but speed of the ball was quite fast, and finally he picked up the boundary. So score moves now to 110 now for the loss of 3 wickets. Nadeem Akmal facing up to Pervez. Right arm, Akam, hold to Nadeem. This time he came off the back to guided away down to the third man. Must be 2, and here's come return. When he saw the fielder was little slow on the ball, he picked up another single. So 2 more, 112 now for the loss of 3 wickets. A lot of birds are moving around on the field, and there's excellent weather for the cricket, but sun still is shining here. A lot of spectators are also watching the proceeding of this final session of the day. 112 for the loss of 3 wickets. Nadeem Akmal once again getting ready to facing up the next delivery. Here he goes, and over the top of the fielder at short extra cover, and picked up another single. 113 now for the loss of 3 wickets by virtuous single. And now Khan is not out on 21. Nadeem Akmal moves now to 25.
Kambila
113 for loss of 3 wickets. Now Khan facing up to Pervez from the football ground end. There he goes and balls to the next delivery, and the batsman played it all along the ground down to the backward point area. He picked up another single, and score moves now to 114 for the loss of 3 wickets. 114 for 3, 13 overs in progress. And Nadeem Akmal is now out on 25, and Khan is now at 22. Now Nadeem is facing up to Pervez. Here he goes. Of course, and that's a good delivery, pitching outside the front. He tried to cut that one, but very quickly moved and straight into the wicket keeper. And there's no damage done. 114 for 3, end of the over number 13. This match, which has been telecasting here in the Crickslab, the YouTube channel. This is a very vast communications media for the cricket lovers. So meanwhile, the next delivery, the batsman played it very firmly hit, struck on the body of the batsman at the non-striker end down to the long on area, and he picked up another single. While I guess the ball is chasing the hands of the bowlers perhaps, and he is looking quite pain on his right thumb. Very, very fastly hit from Khan. This is a very painful situation for the bowler. I think it's a bowler name Kamwal Bashir, that was, who tried to stop that ball on his hand, but ricocheting on his arm, and he's looking quite pain at this stage. The player a little bit of stop here. Perhaps he must be feeling well now, but he's coming back into the pavilion. He can't continue that game. Painful situation for him, but he's looking quite better now. Nadeem Akmal now facing up to him. He's not out on 25, 115 for the loss of 3 wickets. Here he goes and balls to the nasty lead, nicely turned behind the square, and the batsman takes another single. 116 now for the loss of 3 wickets. And once again facing up to the next delivery. That's a beautiful hit over the long off. Beautiful lifted. And he hits the 6 more runs. Over pitched and he played it full fledged off the bat. Played it over the long off region and picked up the boundary. His racing move now to 29 now. 122 for 3. Anwar Bashir has given away 18 runs and has taken just 1 wicket. Khan is looking quite a magnificent form, not out on 29 with a hit of 1-6 and 4 accomplished boundary all along the ground. Next delivery once again pulled and pulled well. That must be the caught. Yes, he's gone. Excellent catch, running catch by the fielder, and finally Khan is gone back into the pavilion. Asjad Khan, look at that. We will show the excellent catch of the fielder in the action replay, in the review. However, he played very well. 29, he is out. $55 runs added by these two for the 4th wicket partnership. 31 runs required now. After this, 3 overs has to come. Malik Tanveez is the new batsman in. Oh, that's a top edge, and that's going to be 4 runs. Ball went into the deep third man. Score moves now to 126 now for the loss of 4 wickets. One, 2, 6 for 4 and 13 overs in operation. Convert once again. That was a good delivery, better one. The batsman has to two mind, played that stroke into the offside of the back foot and takes another single. 127 for the loss of 4 wickets. End of the over number 14. Just 4 overs remaining and 26 runs behind. The batsman tucks it away past the square leg area and he picked up a single. 128 now for the loss of 4 wickets. Malik Tanveer and R Khan, they both are in the middle. Malik Tanveer is at the non-striker end. Nadeem Akmal now facing up to the next delivery. Makar is the bowler. Makar once again, right arm up to the wickets and bowls to Nadeem. He hits beautifully over the extra cover region. The fieldsman, two fieldsmen getting under it, but nobody can chase the ball. The ball has crossed the boundary line, and that's going to be 4 runs. 132 for 4 in the 15th over. And Akmal racing into 30 now. He's not about 30. Quite a comfortable batting from him. Short, and he punched it away down to the deep cover. Another single. 134 now for the loss of 4 wickets. Malik Tanveer is the right-hander. He's not out on 6, facing up to Waqar. He comes in and ball to Tanveer, lifted hard and high. There's chance for a catch. No, it's just ahead of the fielder at the deep mid wicket. The batsman takes a single. 134 for the loss of 4 wickets. Nadeem Akmal is not out on 31, facing up to Waqar. There he goes, ball to Waqar, ball to Nadeem. It tucks it away past the mid wicket area. That's another single. Malik Tanveer pressing up to Waqar. 135 for 4. Still behind. It's 135. Still behind 18 runs now. 20 overs in hand. That's a good delivery. This time beaten. The end of the over. Now 3 overs remaining and 18 runs required. So 3 overs remaining. It's 18 runs required now to win this match by Zameen.com. But I think it's in Nadeem Akmal. He's a well-settled batsman, not out on 31. He can finish the game if he will be in the crease. So we are Pervez will be to continue from the Willian end. The batsman takes a single, played it into the deep third man. Another single. 136 now for the loss of 4 wickets. And Nadeem is not out on 33. Malik Tanveer is not out on 7. Pervez has bowled 3 overs and none for 35. Is a little expensive. Facing up by Malik Tanveer. And he got their chance for a guy. No, it's over the top of the fielder down to the deep third man. The fielder was little wider, and the ball over the top of the fielder. He cuts that one, and he gets another boundary. It's 13 runs required in 28 deliveries. 140 now for the loss of 4 wickets. And Malik Tanveez moves into the double figures. He is now total on 11. Back goes Parvez. He's racing in now. Ball to Malik. Malik once again, this should be the port at that, but the ball ricocheting the hands of the fielder, running down to the deep third man. Unnecessary boundary given by the fielder. Either he can get the catch, but Unwin, the ball crossed the boundary line for 4 runs. 144 for the loss of 4 wickets. Just 9 runs short of their target. Zameen.com, after losing the toss, they restrict to the opponent's 152. Raise next delivery shot, and he is going to be chance for a catch. Yes, he's gone. Caught brilliantly by the fielder. He ran long way and finally picked up a spectacular catch, and that's the end of the innings of Malik Tanveer. He's out, so it's 144 for 5. Tanveer out for 15. He gets his first wicket of his spell. 1 for 41. Muneeb, the new batsman in. Facing the first delivery, turn it away past the square leg. The batsman takes a comfortable single. It's a leg by his umpire says. Muneeb Ijaz. In comes the bowlers, and the batsman beaten this time outside the off stump. Parvez is the bowler, and the batsman wanted to play that into the offside. The ball went into the wicketkeeper hands, and there is no damage done. Scoreman 144 for the loss of 4 wickets. This is the 16th overs. After these 2 overs remaining, the run rate is required exactly 26 balls required now. It's 9 runs to get 26 balls, and now it's 16th over. After this 2 overs to come, the sides in the screen over screen which is showing 26, it's not 26, it's 14 balls and 9 runs. Bowling change coming on from the football ground end. Huh? So Najam is the new bowler. He will bowl to the next delivery of the next over. I believe Ijaz is the batsman. The batsman trying to sweep around, but umpire called a wide. Another run, so 7 runs now required. 146 for 5. This is the 8th over, 18 overs game between played. Next delivery, he played it into the backward point and he gets another one. 147 for the loss of 5 wickets. So 6 runs required. 23 ball and 147 for the loss of 5 wickets. 33 now to Nadeem, playing a very important role for his team. Flighted one, he drives through the deep cover and picked up a boundary. Fine hit from him. Just 2 runs away now for the victory by Zameen.com. 151 for the loss of 5 wickets. Legend goes to, that's a victory hit, and that's the win by Zameen.com. Was convincing win, 5 wickets, and this was a little short, and Nadeem Akmal pulled that one down to the long on area and he hits the boundary. He's not out on 41 and hitting a 6-4 and 1-6. Such a polishing knock from him, and finally Zameen.com defeated AMT by the margin of 5 wickets and win this match against them of the Premier Super League Cricket Tournament, which is playing here in the Aligarh Cricket Ground. So congratulations to the winning team, Zameen.com. They defeated the AMT. Their players are quite happy and coming back into the pavilion. They are shaking the hand with each other, and Zameen.com outclassed to the opponents at one stage when they dismissal the 2 early wickets of Zohaib and Sajjad, and they both added 66 runs for the second wicket, but then very good recover from particularly a magnificent role played by the batsman Nadeem Akmal. Is not out on 41 and finally they get the target of losing the 5 wickets. So presentation ceremony after the short while.
वेलकम कहते हैं जी हम आपको अलीगढ़ के जहाँ पर 6th एडिशन ऑफ प्रीमियर सुपर कॉर्पोरेट लीग के दूसरा मैच जो खेला
गया वो AMT और Zameen.com के माबैन खेला गया, जो कि फाइनली आज Zameen.com ने 5 विकेटों से कामयाबी हासिल की। और नो डाउट आज के जो हीरो थे वो नदीम अकमल थे, जिन्होंने 41 रन बनाए, 5 चौके और 1 छक्का लगाया और अपनी टीम को क्राइसिस से निकाला और 1 विकेट भी उन्होंने हासिल किया 28 रन देकर। तो आज के मैन ऑफ द मैच जूरी के मुताबिक नदीम अकमल को करार दिया जा रहा है और कप्तान जो एक AMT के बासित हैं वो उनको शर्ट देंगे। Now we take you back to the studio after the presentation, sir.